overcome and that changes your life. So I'm very happy to be here. She told you to fill in, she asked me to fill in a little bit on who I am. So my name is Marie, and I have had a hearing loss all my life. The cord was wrapped around my neck. Progressive nerve loss. So that didn't stop me really though from doing a lot of stuff. And I grew up in New Jersey. I lived in Europe for a while, and then I moved to Rhode Island about, I don't know, 40 years ago, I guess. I've been a teacher, I've been a marriage and family therapist, I worked in the field of disabilities, in rehabilitation. I had a television show called Tea with Marie for the past 8 years. I just stopped it last year. And now I'm a writer. I have 4 adult children and 7 grandchildren when she and her husband would come to visit. So after now I understand her better, so I'm more at ease. In fact, without going into all this stuff, I think I'm more at ease with my whole family. And I'm a family therapist by profession, and I believe in the systemic model. And I can see in the past year or two, because I've changed, my whole family is more relaxed. And I really honestly say that. We just had Easter, and at my son's house. So there were the spouses, there were 7 grandchildren, there were, the young people and everybody. And they were so much more relaxed. And you know why? Because Marie wasn't interrupting all the time. Marie wasn't talking over people. Marie wasn't missing out where somebody had to come over and fill her in on what was going on. And Marie was relaxed. Because she was getting enough of what was going on that she didn't have to barge in, interrupt, or ask, or say, fill me in. So she did not have to be the center of attention. And my husband can attune to that. I have had a big problem most of my life, always wanting to be the center of attention. And I wanted to be on Broadway, I was a TV host, all these different things. Because Marie wants attention. But I feel personally that I don't have that need anymore. And then I can sit and let somebody else take over and not feel like I have to be in control of this. Did I miss coming from people behind the counter or, that type of thing, when people just say nice things to each other and so forth. So that's communication. And when you can communicate well, you have the ability to build good relationships. You speak clearly and you are honest, and you get feedback. Feedback is very important. And then you can go from there and try to build a healthy relationship and lead a pleasant life. Son-in-law, which happened one day, not really, but very tactfully, he said something I didn't agree with. Instead of just sitting there, I'm saying, well, David, I'm not sure I agree with that. How about such and such? Tactfully and so on, but I'm standing up for myself. I am protecting my own self-esteem. And I'm able to be real and honest. And that was something that was so important. My stepdaughter, or she doesn't really like to be called stepdaughter, but Myron's one of Myron's daughters, she had a tiny little voice. And so when she and her husband would come down to the house, I really couldn't hear them. And so I'd do the deaf nod, yes, 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 smile and nod. Now when she and her husband come down, I can hear her. And so I'm building a better relationship with her and her kids. I couldn't hear my little grandchildren either toward the end, and that was terrible. They'd be riding in the back of the car, and you drive them from Massachusetts to Narragansett, you can't say a word to them because they can't hear. And little kids don't understand. So now I can do that, and they can. One granddaughter was with me one day, and she said, "Grandma, it's so nice now that you can hear, and we could talk in the car."